Hello everyone, this is Dr. Stan Gross. I am president and co-founder of Sano Global Nutrition. I want to talk a little bit now about our Mega Omega-3 complex. Essential fatty acids are just that, they're essential. Let's find out why. You know, there's all kinds of food sources for omega-3s. If you think about it, if you ate enough of these, you wouldn't need to supplement. So how about some flax seeds or sunflower seeds or pumpkin seeds, pepitos, the squash seeds? Do you eat a lot of those? I do, but I don't eat enough, nearly enough to make up for the amount of omega-3 I need in my system. What about navy beans or kidney beans or legumes in general? Well, we can eat as much as we want, but there's this social aspect of it, right? How about tree nuts? Well, you can do pecans and walnuts, and that's great, but I don't know that they're a food staple. Cold water salmon, it's good, but it could get old if you're doing it 3, 4, 5 times a week. Do we do cold pressed olive oil? Yeah, but probably not enough of the omega-3s to make a difference in the ratios, and you'll understand why. And leafy greens, well, believe it or not, there is oil in those. And squash, there's oil in those as well, but not nearly enough to reach a balance. So let's talk about that a little more. Well, omega-3s are good for cardiovascular. We all understand that. That's well documented in the research. It shows that not only does it help with prevent plaque development, it reverses plaque development, it increases energy to the heart. It's just tremendous cardiovascular benefits, but it's also to the brain and the neurological system, the entire nervous system. We need essential fats, especially omega-3s, in our nervous system for transport, for energy, for cell protection. What about joint and the immune system? Our joints need lubrication, but more than that, for regeneration and repair, essential oils are very much a part of that, especially omega-3s. And as far as the immune system, the entire mechanism of the immune system, if you look at the pathways, rely very strongly on omega-3 fatty acids. Your eyes, the vitreous, the fluid that holds the eye into shape really depends upon omega-3 fatty acids. The amount of inflammation that occurs in the eye needs to be balanced so you don't get macular degeneration or retinal detachment. And if you're looking for weight loss, if you can balance your fats, you can balance your weight. Isn't that amazing? So if you look at the entire body, there's really no point in the body that isn't affected by essential fatty acids and the balance between omega-3s and omega-6s. So if you have fatigue, lack of energy, you're feeling down, you're achy, maybe your vision's not as good, maybe you're not holding on to your thoughts as well as you used to, one of the things that might be happening is a lack of omega-3s. Now, if we're looking at lipid metabolism, which is fat metabolism, fat globules are broken down into lipid and lipid chains and then bound to proteins and carbohydrates. They're used in different areas of the body. In order for that to happen, there has to be a consistent balance between omega-3s and omega-6s. Otherwise, you end up with this thing called adipose. That's stored fat. And we don't want a whole bunch of that, do we? So here we're looking at a lot of stored fat, right? This is an MRI of a patient who suffered from morbid obesity. And the one down to the right at the bottom is a normal picture. Well, here's the problem. You see the heart, it's enlarged, you see all the fecal material backed up. Do you see the fat around the visceral tissues, the internal organs? They're squished. Do you see the brain, all the white that's showing up? That's fat. You see the liver? The liver isn't pink, it's yellow. It's fatty liver. So we're seeing that fat permeates everything. And most of it is what? It's adipose, meaning that it wasn't able to be converted into fuel. And we need to be able to do that. So omega-3s are anti-inflammatory, where omega-6s are pro-inflammatory. We said we should avoid omega-6s. Well, not completely, no. And I don't think there's any way you can, because they're naturally occurring in so many different things. So we're also looking at polyunsaturated fatty acids on both sides, except when omega-6s, when they're heated, rapidly become saturated. They become globular in nature. And the role of the body on omega-3s is to control blood clotting, build cell membranes in the brain and other cells as well, because phospholipid boundaries to the mitochondria. Normal growth and development for young ones. Normal growth and development for the young ones with omega-6s too, but a different pathway, different role. We have to have the signals that tell us things are going wrong. We have to have the role omega-6s offer. Otherwise, we wouldn't know when we were sick, or we wouldn't know when we were injured. And research indicates the role in blood pressure, rheumatoid arthritis, and depression for omega-3s is strongly indicated. So, in a perfect world, we would have 1 part omega-6 for every 4 parts omega-3. Okay, how does that look in the real world? Well, range-free eggs that are from healthy chickens that are raised in a healthy environment, 1.5 to 1, not bad. Supermarket eggs, 20 to 1, not good. Grass-fed beef, it's usually 3 to 1, but it can be as little as 1 to 1. Industrial beef is 21 to 1, not good. So we need to make healthy, solid choices to make sure we stay within our ratios. Most of us have no problem taking omega-6s. You see anything on there you've had recently? Bet you have. Sure, we all do. So don't beat yourself up. Just concentrate on making the correction and giving yourself more omega-3. Our omega-3 complex it's a balanced formula derived from small cold water fish. Things like sardines, anchovies, and so forth, from deep cold water. That's where you get the highest quality omega-3. I'm sorry for the vegetarians in this. This isn't really good for vegetarians or vegans. But you can get yours from flax. It just has to be broken down 3 more times before it becomes a usable linoleic acid. Adding the right fuel increases your chances for success in attaining wellness. If you're taking in balanced fats, your exercise program, your dietary goals, all those different things become much easier to attain. And it's all what you put in. If you are what you eat. You see, the one slender, strong body has all this healthy food, and the other one not so much, huh? So it is a matter of choice. It's also a matter of metabolism. So if you want to go from a heavier body to a more slender body, it's more than just eating vegetables. It's finding how your metabolism needs to be balanced, and omega-3s is a good starting point. Do you have questions? I'm sure you do. I'd love to answer them. You can reach me at Dr. Stan at sanoglobalnutrition.com. I hope you enjoyed our time together. We're going to be doing lots and lots of these, and I'll see you again in the near future. Bye-bye for now.